So settling into a posture that you find comfortable. And if you prefer, you may even want to lie down for this practice. Completely up to you. I want to try and achieve a state of letting go and resting. So if you're sitting, lengthening the spine, just shuffling a little bit to find the most comfortable posture. A nice lengthened spine, as if a magical silver thread is pulling your head up to the sky and feeling gravity pulling your body downwards. Noticing that connection with the ground through your buttocks, into the chair or your cushion, your feet on the ground. Or if you're lying down, you may feel the back of your body resting on the ground. So noticing this lengthened posture that is there to hold our practice, it anchors us to the ground, becomes like a container for our practice. And now let's soften the body around this lengthened spine, checking in with shoulders, noticing what they're up to. Seeing if there's room to just soften them a little. Softening the body. So we're adopting a posture that is dignified, that has the intention of holding a practice, but one that is kind to this body and has a sense of ease to it. And I saw something that Vin did last week, which I thought was really nice. So I'm going to repeat what he did last week, and that's start with a self-compassion break. And it helps us to just tune into where we are right now, how we're feeling. And this leads into our motivation and intention for doing a practice and for joining in. So let's just check in with how we are today. What's going on? So you might notice how the body's feeling, any particular emotion that's running in the background, sense of our mood. And we may have some feelings or just be aware of the impact that this slightly challenging time is having on us. So in response to that, if it feels comfortable for you, you may want to just place a hand on the heart. If that's not comfortable, that's perfectly okay. You just place one hand on top of the other, or feel the contact of your hand against your body, wherever your hands have happened to land. And in recognition of how we're having to adapt, or how you individually are having to adapt your life at the moment, knowing that it's just we're not able to live life as normal. Let's just recognize how that feels and just have this comforting touch in recognition of going through a slightly difficult time right now. And if there's any resistance, that's okay. Just notice it because that might happen, but it's okay. Just see if we can allow how we feel to just be there and say to ourselves, yeah, I acknowledge actually I'm going through a slightly difficult time at the moment. I have a preference to things to be different than they are. But we can acknowledge that just like me, everyone else is going through this too. Everyone else who's joined this, all these faces or names that you can see before you, are all going through this challenging time, and everybody else in the whole world. And with that, there's a sense of joining, common humanity, of interconnectedness. So we don't feel quite so alone with it. That other people understand how we feel. And we may want to bring some phrases to mind that we would wish ourselves while we're going through this rather strange time. Might be want to say things like, may I have the courage to cope while this is happening. May I have the strength. May I find joy. And bring to mind your own phrases, the things that are important for you, a wish, a desire for yourself to help you through these challenging times. Noticing how we're feeling right now. Might become aware of sensations in the body. Just seeing if we can allow everything to be just as it is without changing it. But with this heartfelt wish for some strength and courage to cope with the situation. And gently allowing your hand to return to your lap if you wish. You can keep it there if you'd like. Set an intention now to be kind to ourselves. You know, this is happening, we can't escape from it. It's here. But let's see if we can just make this intention to be kind to ourselves. For the duration of this practice, for the rest of the day, for the rest of the time that we're going through this strange time. And maybe we can extend this commitment to ourselves, to be kind to ourselves for the rest of our lives. So that's a practice that is part of our 8-week course or our 4-weekend course. And it's a little practice in isolation that you could perhaps do every morning when you wake up, to set an intention to be kind to yourself, or in the evening before you go to bed. And now let's just pay attention to our breathing, noticing where we can feel breathing in the body and how that feels. To just be sitting here, body anchored against the ground with gravity pulling us down. Just noticing our breathing body. And now let's see if we can start to settle the mind a little by lengthening, deepening, and equalizing the in-breath and the out-breath. You can do this with counting or phrases. Breathing in for a count of 3 or 4. Breathing out for a count of 3 or 4. Or simply saying phrases as you breathe in to yourself, like breathing in. As you breathe in, I know I'm breathing in. And I know I'm breathing out as you breathe out. Retaining that sense of kindness to ourselves and our bodies. As we bring the mind to the breath, thoughts will come and go. There's nothing wrong. Mindfulness is about noticing that and training ourselves to see if we can just leave them alone and let them be just what they are, just thoughts, some energetic impulses of images, words, memories, like passing clouds, without engaging with them. Noticing how this breathing is feeling as we're in control of this deepened, lengthened, and equalized in-breath and out-breath. And now gently, gently letting the counting go and the phrases go, allowing the breath to return to its natural rhythm, and noticing how that feels as the body resumes breathing for itself. And let's allow ourselves a moment to just notice that. Let's just watch the breathing body. Notice where you can feel the breathing most in your body. Notice how your body moves with the breath. And where you can feel it in your chest and belly, expanding your awareness into your whole body. Whole body. Becoming aware of all the little sensations across the whole body. Lots of different sensations like coolness, warmth, tingling. If you detect tightness and pain, seeing if we can bring a little softening to this. Just relax around any tightness or pain and give it some space. As we become aware of all the sensations in the body. Noticing how the body is rooted against the ground, through the back of your body if you're lying down, through the chair, through your feet on the ground, whichever contact points you have with the ground, noticing them, bringing your awareness to them, and exploring the edge of where your body ends and the ground begins. All those edges, just noticing with a sense of curiosity, as if you've never noticed the contact your body has with the ground before. And now bringing that still sense of curiosity as we explore the edge of the body that meets empty space, endless space. Exploring that edge of where your body ends, space begins. Body supported by the ground unconditionally. And here, let's invite the mind to come to rest in the body. Using the breathing body as an anchor and a support to come back to any time the mind goes for a little wander. Anytime emotions become too much. Anytime you become entangled with those many, many thoughts that come and go. Bringing your mind back to the sensation of the body resting and the feel of this breathing body. Again and again. With a sense of gentleness, as if we were training a little puppy with kindness. Body resting on the ground, mind resting in the body. Giving ourselves permission to just be off duty from the mind for a while. And tonight I'd like to invite a colour for us to rest in. So this may be a colour that you have in your mind, or you may have a favourite colour. Or if you just allow a colour to arise, it might surprise you. So whichever way you'd like to go, let's now invite a colour to come and rest with us. Maybe it could begin at the heart. If you're struggling with a colour, sometimes it's nice to imagine the golden sun expanding from the heart outwards across the whole body. Or just allow your own colour to come in. If there's any difficulty or resistance, gently just bringing yourself back to the feel of your body against the ground and your body breathing, and just rest there. But if you're happy working with the colour, allow it to start to spread across the whole body, inside and out. It's like this colour appears with love from the heart, with this kindness that we set the intention at the beginning. And it spreads its soothing hue of colour all over the body. Imagine it lightening, brightening every single cell of your body. Filling it with radiance and the brightness of the colour that you have. Till your whole body, at a cellular level, is filled and transformed with this beautiful colour that's come to you. With every breath, this colour may grow, expand, become brighter, deeper in colour, till it radiates out of your body and surrounds your body like a protective cocoon. Notice how it feels. Welcome its presence. Become aware of sensations in the body, any emotions. See if we can allow them to just be as they are, with kindness. As we sit and rest in this cocoon, as we're infused with colour inside and out, knowing that the only reason this colour exists with us now is for our own well-being. Seeing if we can leave thoughts alone, just being aware of the breathing body anchored to the ground, infused and radiating with colour. surrendering to its kindness, its comfort, and its presence, and allowing ourselves to rest in its cocoon. Simply resting, giving ourselves permission to be off duty and rest in colour. Nothing to do, nowhere to go, nothing to fix, plan, or strive for. Just resting. And now gradually, gently and kindly, we allow this colour to dissolve. You can imagine it dissolving into your body or receding back into your heart, where it can remain for you to call upon any time you wish. And now letting go of any trying to practice, not even trying to meditate. Just allowing ourselves to just be.